Zax, now that I have your attention, welcome back to Scoobydoo. As you can see, I'm in a Christmas mood. If you're not, that's not really my problem. But let's get into it. Starting us off with Scooby-Doo, Where's the Crew?
This will make a terrific science report for school, Professor Poisson.
A salvage mission with the world's greatest oceanographer.
Oh, Scooby-Doo, you're not good at exposition at all. Anyways, Inspector Clouseau here is supposed to recover some gold for a museum.
Ancient golden relics from the wreck of the ill-fated Diablo d'Oro.
Oh, Scooby, you are so real for that one, man. This must be like a 5-star hotel experience for these guys, because like, what has it been up until now? Like, haunted hotels, abandoned sanitarium, town with no power, San Francisco. It's all been shitholes up until now.
Good night, little flying fish.
What are you doing? Get out of the water. Gonna catch a cold. Anyways, everybody runs to the window like fucking Saint Nick is there.
Where, Scooby? Ghosts and sea monsters.
What's all the excitement?
We saw them. They're sea monsters.
Look at the ghost.
So like, if I'm Velma or Daphne, I'm panicking right now because these two idiots panic and it's like the average Tuesday. Fred starts to panic. You're in big trouble.
I've come aboard! Let's get the professor!
I thought you kids had turned in for the night.
Like we turned in and the ghost and the sea monsters turned up.
What?
Shaggy's right, Professor. They not only turned up, they came aboard.
No, that's them. Call the fucking someone call the Coast Guard!
I'm sure we can clear up this mystery in the morning.
Red skies and warning, sailors warning, don't you know? What the fuck is this guy doing?
Zoinks!
Creepers!
There's been a struggle in here.
And the professor lost.
And the captain deserved this shit. Sailing during red sky and morning, he's fucking looking for haunted treasure, he's French. This is a weird trend that keeps going on in the Scooby-Doo show where the villains just stalk them. It's super creepy and it's like, I kind of like it. So anyways, after a brief encounter with the ghost, the gang decides to reconvene, only to find that the dinghy that the crew had left on is pretty much fucking destroyed. And finally, someone calls the Coast Guard.
SOS! SOS!
You guys want to know something crazy? They actually spelled SOS in Morse code.
SOS! SOS!
Which, honestly, shouldn't really surprise me that much, because, this episode came out in the late 70s. I mean, if I were a betting man, I would say a lot of the directors, producers, animators, maybe even some of the voice actors were probably in the army. They all probably knew Morse code.
Position is...
Scooby, look.
Anyways, so the gang decides to take a dip, and they actually manage to find the treasure. And what the fuck happened to you? This looks so bad.
What's up, Velma?
You and Daphne had better hide. Captain Piscato and his sea monsters are headed for the ship.
Anyways, after following a trail of gold, the gang is able to find their way to a secret locked room. You guys want me to ruin something for you? Look at Fred. He's got no eyebrows. God help your soul.
Attaboy, Scoob! Zoinks!
We forgot the boarding ladder was over the side.
What did you expect them to do? Just stay in the water?
One more lap around the deck house, Velma. I've a plan to catch those creeps.
I hope so.
Up you go.
I don't know what you kids have planned, Velma, but I am game.
Shake! Hang on, Scooby, hang on!
Am done in by a fucking improvised plan. How embarrassing. You guys deserve this, honestly. I'm not even gonna unmask them. If you can't figure out who they are, then I don't know what to tell you. You get Cole. Next up, we got the ghost that sacked the quarterback.
The closing minutes of play, and the capacity crowd is going wild. The score is Hawks 0, Cougars 0, and we have only 1 minute and 8 seconds remaining in the game.
It's our big chance. They're sending Flash Granger in the game.
What is it with like the stereotypical sports bro being like named Flash? You know, we got Flash Thompson, Flash Gordon, Flash Granger. What's the trend? I don't get it.
And look, they're carrying Flash off the field like a hero.
Man, this guy's got what's coming to him. I'm so sick of sports players being treated as fucking heroes. You know, I'm on the villain side for this episode.
Oh no! Flash is gone!
You will all pay! It was back in the 30s that a player called Rambling Ghost laid a curse on the stadium after the crowd booed him off the field.
Damn, imagine working your entire life on perfecting your craft at a sport just to fumble the bag. That you end up seeing some shit like this.
Eggnog Setok Ogni Runo Smrofinu.
And boom, Madison Square is cursed.
After uttering the curse, he was never seen again. Until tonight.
Nothing here. Nothing. Nothing. Nothing in here either. Nothing in here.
You are creepy as shit. And I didn't even play the audio for that one. You're just actually a fucking freak. Anyways, skipping ahead a bit, Shaggy, Scooby, and Velma get trapped.
Now what'll we do?
It's no use, kids. You're trapped.
Oh, sorry, they're cut off. They're too fucking giant. Hold on, I got this. Just there we
Flash
go.
Granger and Crunch Connors! Flash Granger and Crunch Connors!
Flash, how did you get down here?
I don't know.
Anyways, skipping ahead a little bit again, the gang devises a plan to catch the ghost.
Like, hi, Fred. I was just getting dressed.
Inside the locker? Come on, Shaggy. The other players are already on the field.
Fred, did you see that shit? Why don't you put on the football uniform? You're way more believable. Actually, on the wiki, it says that you are the jock, even though you're sending Shaggy out to do your work, man. Fred, if you're gonna lead, you gotta be willing to do the same thing that you ask your employees.
This is a trick football. When the Phantom shows up to grab you two, just stuff it in his shirt. It'll blow up like...
What we do?
Right quick, Scoob, the trick football!
Anyways, so after surviving the explosion, they unmasked the ghost.
It's Mr. Ellsworth, the scoreboard operator!
Not quite, Shaggy, but it's someone Mr. Prentice will remember.
Buck Bender, one of my old coaches.
You get Cole. Next up, we got What a Night for... oh, sorry, no, wrong episode. We got The Ghost of the Bad Humor Man.
Keep it slow, Shaggy. These streets are really slick.
If this downpour keeps up, we'll need a periscope to find our way home.
Yeah, periscope.
Okay, you two, enough with the laughs. Keep your eyes and ears on the road.
Shaggy, look out!
Well, I guess we better get busy and change the tire.
You mean tires. Shaggy's blown all four.
And we've only got one spare.
Huh?
Thanks to your...
That skid wasn't Shaggy's fault after all. The ice cream is slipperier than grease.
And twice as delicious.
We interrupt this program to bring you a special news bulletin.
Music Radio 138 Oh, fuck. What the hell's going on here? Oh, Jesus, well, isn't it the last hour? We got another hour to do? Jeez, I thought we were almost finished. Good golly, Miss Molly.
A Blinks armored car containing $2 million in cash has mysteriously vanished.
Wow, $2 million. I smell bacon.
Bacon?
Shaggy, no, the cop comes at the end of the episode.
I thought all you ice cream makers quit on account of them phantoms. Technicolor phantoms floating through the air. A brown one, a white one, and a red one.
Anyways, Barney Fife over here decides to give him a tour and an explanation of what's going on. Turns out that the factory is actually haunted by some fucking ice cream ghosts or something. I don't.
You could be dangerous. Have you killed anyone?
Those phantoms are ruining me. Workers all quit. Tons of ice cream going to waste in the freezer. And that's the third truckload of gopsicles they dumped in the street. Busted my leg cleaning up the first batch.
These guys do a lot of lurking. Like, they don't, like, fly around. They're not as theatrical as other villains. These guys they just kind of walk around like a bunch of fucking creeps. Anyways. Hey, don't these colorful fuckers remind you of someone?
We're Marley and Marley.
You don't know how disappointed I get when I watch Christmas Carol and that song doesn't play. Anyways, while Shaggy and Scooby are literally locked in a freezer, Fred, Daphne, and Velma are doing some investigating, only to be interrupted by one of the ghosts. Anyways, what the fuck? Dude, why does this episode have so many good bits? Anyways, Shaggy is literally caught in a storm.
You, Scooby-Doo, where are you? What's this? Acme Costume Rentals. Wonder what's in it. Whoa!
Oh yeah, I can already see where this is gonna go. Yeah, good job, Shaggy.
I wonder where Scooby is.
I love the villain pushes Scooby's head back down. It's pretty funny. Now, this would be the point of my scheme where I just give up. I think to myself, is it worth it? Is it really worth it? Anyways, Shaggy and Scooby find the milk store.
It sounds like solid steel.
Oh no, they've locked us in!
Fuck, back up. Breath is gonna be on the lens.
I'll try to stop them, girls. You make a run for it.
It's Shaggy and Scooby!
Go!
Queen with his phony broken leg.
Does it annoy anybody else when Scooby-Doo does this, when they unmask the villain? It's just some fucking random guy. It happens more often than you think.
What? The Vanilla Phantom has got to be Mr. Queen.
It's Mr. Grizzly.
Didn't see that coming, you want me to be honest? You get Cole. Next up we got the Spirits of 76.
I just got a brainstorm and a thunderstorm. Why not spend the rest of the day indoors? We could visit the most fabulous museum in the world.
That would be the Amsterdam Cheese Museum.
Folks what come in these days usually wish they hadn't.
They do? Why?
Ghosts.
Roasts?
Roaming the halls.
See, this is funny because my friend actually works at a haunted museum. He actually did a night shift on Halloween night.
Oh, Shaggy, that's a tableau of traitors of American history.
With wax dummies of Benedict Arnold, William Demond, and Major Andre.
Okay, so I don't know American history very well, mainly because I'm not American. But let me give it a try. So this one is Benedict Arnold. I couldn't find a picture of him. Also betrayed the army. And yeah, this guy, I got a picture of this one. He again betrayed the army. These guys just seem like shitty commanders or whatever they were in general. Just reading a bit about them. But hey, what do I know? What do I know? Not my history, not my problem. Anyways, this isn't the first time that Scooby-Doo has used real life people as their villains. You know, infamously, they've used the Ghost of Geronimo, and there's a bit of speculation about Elias Kingston. The Geronimo one is pretty bad. I mean, like, he was a real dude who, like, you know, actually, you know, fought the military, like the American and Mexican, Spanish military, well, the Mexican military, I believe. I could be wrong, but he was like avenging his family. These guys were just straight up traitors. Again, not my history, not my problem, but like, I don't feel as bad shitting on these guys than I do the Ghost of Geronimo. I don't gotta explain myself to you guys.
It's the ghost of Benedict Arnold and Major Andre!
Let's get out of here!
What's wrong, Shaggy? I thought Penny Farthing ran the family. Anyway, skipping ahead a bit, the gang comes across a cave dug under the museum.
We're in some old abandoned storm drain.
So this is where all those wet footprints came from.
Those belts run from the cotton gin to this big drilling machine.
And someone's drilled a hole right through that 4-foot-thick concrete wall.
I wonder what's inside these big, bulging burlap bags.
Not gonna lie, episode's kind of boring, so to avoid losing your attention, we're just gonna skip to the end. Believe it or not, Scooby hijacks another plane.
3 cheers for Scooby, the Brown Baron, and see who those creeps are.
I was sure that was gonna be Grumpy Old Grumper.
It's Mr. Willett, the city engineer.
Okay, Grumpy Old Grumper, the jig's up.
It's Mr. Klein.
Oh, Shaggy, you're 0 for 0 now. You get Cole. Welcome back to the award ceremony, where we find out who this episode's winner of Cute as a Bidoo will be. We've had fucking way too many villains this episode, dude. What's with all the villains? It's 8, 9, 10. 10? Am I stupid? No, that's 10. 10 villains. That's fucking so many. Anyways, in case this is your first time watching, we rank each villain on design, laugh, powers, and plan. Each category is out of 5, making a perfect score of 20. We've never had a perfect score, but let's see if we can get one tonight. First up is the pirate crew, who get a design of 4, because I like the designs a lot, because you know, none of them really look like stereotypical pirates, and that's kind of why I like them. They look like sea monsters. At least 2 of them did, but you get my point. They're pretty unique, and I like that a lot. The football ghost gets a 4 because I wasn't a big fan of his design at first, but like, this shot really sold it for me. The 13's a nice touch, but this guy is a fucking creep, and obviously I can appreciate that. The Technicolor ghosts get a 3 because, yeah, they were just carbon copies of the Phantom Shadows. But I do kind of like their designs still. I mean, it's not really a bad thing that they're copies. It's just kind of lazy on the animator's part, you know? Or the director. I don't know whose idea it was, but it's not the design's fault. The design is still good. Now the American traitors ghosts. As you can see, they're pretty creepy in this scoreboard picture, but they don't fucking look like that in the episode. They look pretty lame. They're just 3 guys. So they get a 2. Moving on to laugh. The pirate crew gets a 4 because they did have a pretty good laugh, even though it was mostly just the main guy. But it was pretty good. So I give it a 4. The football ghost gets a 3. Also, pretty solid laugh. We haven't had laughs in a long time. Technicolor ghosts get a 5. Because these guys didn't just laugh, they also had a fucking wild scream.
No, they blocked us in!
As much as they did shit on the American traitors ghosts, they did have a solid laugh. And all 3 of them did, which is, you know, bonus. Powers. The pirate crew gets a 3 because, I mean, thinking about it, all they really did was lock people in rooms. That's kind of it. I mean, I guess they could breathe underwater, but I would assume that's just kind of a ghost thing. But, who am I to judge? The football ghost gets a 3 because he didn't really have powers. He made the football players disappear, which was cool, but he kind of lost some merit when we seen how he trapped them in the episode. Like, he pulled like a switch and then like laughed at Velma and Shaggy and Scooby for falling for the trap, and it's like, yeah, we know that you don't actually have powers, dude. And then the football players came back because Shaggy and Velma and Scooby obviously found them, so it's just like, okay, so this guy's full of shit, you know. It just kind of ruins the illusion a bit. Technicolor ghosts, like I said in the episode, didn't really have many powers. They just kind of lurked around and, like the pirates, locked people in rooms. And the American traitors also didn't have powers. They glued. They kind of glowed in the dark a lot, and that's kind of it. Not super useful. Actually, kind of gives you away. Anyways. Plan. Pirate ghosts get a 2 because the plan was stupid. What was their plan? Go out with the captain of the ship and knock him out and steal the treasure. Seems pretty solid, except this crew consisted of like 4 people. It was like the captain and then the 3 suspects. So first of all, who else would it be? Second, you kidnapped the captain, which is like, once you get the treasure, what do you do with the captain? You just kill the guy? You just hope he doesn't tell anybody? You disappear? I don't know. It just doesn't seem like you guys thought about your plan too much. The football ghost gets a 1 because it was also stupid. Well, what was your plan? Like, you got kicked off the management team. You were going to take petty revenge on the current team? I just don't really get it. Kind of seems like a waste of energy, if you want me to be honest. I mean, what did the new team do to you that you got to screw them over? I get you're pissed off at your old partners for screwing you, but there's better ways to get back at them, dude. The Technicolor ghosts, funny enough, had like the best plan out of all these guys, which is kind of funny. They stole an armored truck, which, you know, points for that. And then they painted it to look like ice cream trucks, and, you know, points for that. And they proceed to haunt the ice cream factory, which I guess they were just feeling a little excited that day, so they just threw that in there. So they get a 5. And the American traitors would have gotten a 5, but they missed one thing with their plan.
These bills haven't had the treasurer's signature, the treasury seal, or the serial numbers printed on them yet. Fact is, without them, all that money is worth exactly as much as the paper it's printed on.
So instead of getting a 5, because of this really, really dumb and stupid oversight on their part, they get 0 points. The first time ever someone has gotten 0 points in a category. Anyways, let's add up the scores and find out who this episode's winner is. Coming in at 13 is the Ghost Crew. 11 is the Football Ghost. 15 is the Technicolor Ghosts. And 7 is the American Traitors, making the Technicolor Ghosts the winner of this episode of Cute as Scoobydoo. And join us next time when we're dealing with a stoned Thor, a pterodactyl, albino Inspector Gadget, and a fan favorite. Thanks for watching. Happy holidays. We'll see you next time. End card. Does anybody actually listen to the end cards? I know like at least 3 people, 3 or 4 maybe. It has to be, right? Anyways, this episode was way better than the last episode. Because like, it was just... I'm not even joking when I said it was the dud episode last time. There's no jokes to be made. This one, way better. Way more fun. But yeah. I guess I'll talk about the upload schedule for a minute. What have we got? I just uploaded a video about Scooby-Doo character studio. Wasn't very long, which is fine because I didn't want it to be very long. Then we got this video, cute as a bidoof, of course. It's currently the 20th of November. I'm probably going to upload this tomorrow. Maybe the next day. I don't really know yet. We'll see. And then we're going to do another Batman video. And that's actually going to be Christmas with the Joker. So it's actually perfect timing. Because we're in holiday mode. At least I am. What else is there? And then after that, I'm going to try and make some different videos for December. And there's also going to be a special surprise video towards the end of the month as we get a little closer to the 25th of December. Think of it as a gift from me to you. It's just a pretty stupid, fun video. You'll see. But yeah, that's what we got. If you liked the video, you know, give it a like. And if you didn't, then tell me, because then I can fix stuff for the next video. Anyways, done.